Hi Venus Capricorn. My name is Olivia and this is my channel OJC Astrology. So anything you need to know, it'll be below about me, but this is for Venus Capricorn. So not if your sun sign is Capricorn, this may not apply to you. This is just if you have your Venus in Capricorn. So Venus in Capricorn. The first thing that I want to say about Venus in Capricorn is that the Venus in Capricorn can take love very seriously to the point where it really gives them a headache. Like they can feel very discouraged towards love because they can feel like it's a lot of work, and they can feel like there's a little bit of pessimism. Like there is a little bit of the sad girl, sad boy effect. Like these are the people who feel like, you know, forever alone. Like these are the people who feel like they're going to be forever alone, even though they're literally like sexy beast. Like they'll feel like, or it's better to be alone. But Venus in Capricorn is very, they're powerful lovers. Like these are the type of people that their love builds, and their love can, their love is like an empire. Like their love is like an empire, and it only gets better and better and up. But Venus in Capricorn, for like while they're growing up and stuff, and before they really realize the way that they love and what their needs are and like how to be in a relationship, they can attract people who don't treat them good. Like just don't treat them good. Because Venus in Capricorn wants to provide. So Venus in Capricorn, like they want to give you things, and they want to be there, and they want to show up, and they can give a lot. So sometimes you will attract people who are just takers or gold diggers, or they just want what you have to give because they don't want to give it to themselves. Leeches, you know? And because Venus in Capricorn wants to invest. Like to them, love is an investment, and it is like a contract. It's like a business contract. It's like, I'm going to give you what I can give you, and give me your love too. You know, give me what you can give me. And there is this feeling of like, what can we give each other? What do we have to offer each other? But Venus and Capricorn, they want people who have their own goals. They don't want to take care of you. Like sometimes Venus and Capricorn end up playing the role of like the parent, you know, or like the mom or the dad. And it's not in the nurturing way like Cancer. It's more like you attract people who like aren't serious in their life. Like they're not serious. They don't have serious goals. They don't have a serious vision. Like they're just kind of wasting your time, and they are just not serious. And Venus Capricorn wants to be taken serious, and they want a serious relationship if it's going to be right, and they want to seriously invest in it. Because it's like, why would they waste their time? You know, it's like, why would they do that? So Venus and Capricorn, they need to see that this is an investment, that this is worth it. So they're not just going to jump in love. You know, if they get involved with someone, let's say they feel, you know, they feel risky, and they all of a sudden feel like, I'm going to try it with this person. If they had a gut feeling that that person wasn't right, but they were just feeling risky, it will probably backfire, because Venus in Capricorn has to be cautious. Venus in Capricorn they learn to relate cautiousness with love. And this is why sometimes when they are in love and they're with people, it takes a long time for them to open up. And then that person can feel like, are you sure you really want me? Like, are you sure that you really like, are you sure? Like there's a feeling of, is the Venus Capricorn not really into you? Or are they not really in it? And it's because they feel cautious. They feel like, you know, once they put one foot in, now they're going to put the second foot in, and this, you know, the boat is rolling, you know, the film is rolling, the cameras are rolling now. Like, so there can be a little bit of hesitation, and this could feel like distrust. And Venus in Capricorn really doesn't trust people, because they know that people at the end of the day want something. They know that people are trying to get from point A to point B, and they feel like they're just a stop mark on that path. Like they're the road truck stop on the side of the interstates when people are traveling, and they get sick of that, because it's not just with lovers, it's with friendships, and it's with jobs, and it's like, because Capricorn, Venus Capricorn will really give their strength and give themselves and invest themselves into things. And then people, you know, who aren't really serious are gonna be like, oh my God, like this person, you know, this person is valuable. This person is giving me things that I want. And the thing is that they might not even want you, but what you can provide them and what you can give them. And then that's very hurtful. And the Capricorn, Venus Capricorn becomes pessimistic and distrustful, and they feel like everyone's the same, you know? So Venus and Capricorn then comes to the point where they have to start focusing on themselves, and they have to get serious with themselves and get serious with their life, because they can waste a lot of time trying to make, you know, to basically put it in a way is like you're trying to turn a hoe into a housewife, you know? I'm just gonna put it like that. But there is that sense to it where you're trying to like make someone something that you see their potential of, but if they're not at that yet, you're not gonna get them there. Like you're not gonna make someone reach their potential, Venus Cap, because you haven't even reached yours yet, most likely. So Venus and Capricorn has to learn that they need to focus on themselves and their path and what they're building and their journey, and they need to get serious about themselves. And when they start to get serious with themselves, then they can attract more healthy partners who are also serious about themselves. Because what you really want is someone who, if times got rough, they could provide. Because that's the secret. Like Venus and Capricorn wants to feel like they can provide, and they're, you know, the dominant and the one that has what is needed. But they want that because they feel like that secures that if there was a time where they needed you, you would be there and you could provide. So it is that feeling where it's like, we really need to be in this and we need to be serious. Because love is serious to them. And they really, like, they are protective. Like, they're very protective. These are people who will protect you. And they will protect your heart to an extent and protect your love to an extent. And they care. Like, Venus and Capricorn can be very, like, moody. They can be very moody and they can be very grumpy and negative, but they also, when they're in it and they feel like this is stable, they can be so romantic and they can be so invested in it, and they can think of the future and they can plan the future, and they can give you what you want because they want that dream. Like, they want that. Like, basically Capricorn itself, not even just Venus, but Capricorn itself feels like all of the hard work, the greatest gift of it all will be love. Like, to them, the real success is real love. That's success. If you have all the money and you have everything, but nobody like is there for you, and you don't trust anyone, and there's no one to love, you feel like you've lost. You feel like the world has beat you down. But you feel like if you stay focused and you strive, you're going to find someone who appreciates that in you, and you grow and you build, and they don't just love you for what you have, but for who you are that earned it. You know, and Venus Capricorn, you have to earn their love. Like, if they're serious, you have to earn their love, because they're not just going to give it all to you. They're going to give it to pieces. They're going to give it in, you know, they're not just going to hand over their soul. And people will want that. People will like want you to give all of yourself, give all of your soul, because there's such an abundance to you. There's such there's a very, very captivating, serious quality to you that makes people like I love Venus Capricorn. Like, I feel like a Venus and Capricorn is like Venus and Capricorn is the type of people that have everything you need. Like, they will give you what you need. They want to satisfy you, and they want to feel desired by you, and they love to desire, and they can be very focused, and they can be very, very driven. Like they're driven in love. Love motivates them. Venus Capricorn is motivated by love. Like when they're with someone and it's a good relationship, they should feel motivated to be better and to grow. They're motivated by that. So when they are with someone, they feel like this is my person. Like this was what we got, you know, like this is ours. Like this is our unit. This is our unit, and this is, it's safe and it's protected and nobody's coming in. Like they can be very, very devoted, very, very devoted lovers. But it takes time. Like you're not just gonna get them. You're not just gonna get them. And like people will chase you. People will chase Venus Capricorn. People will really want to latch onto you and not give you up and not let you go, because they know that you, it's like, you know, it's like if you're worth something later, you're worth something now. And people see that in you. People see your potential even when you don't. And sometimes people see your potential and they use it against you. And then sometimes people see your potential and then you don't even trust them because of what other people did. And some people really do see you and believe in you, and they want you to become that, and they want to love you. And it is safe. But like Capricorn has to learn the discernment of who to trust and who not to trust. And Venus and Capricorn has to learn that sometimes you are too good. Like sometimes you are too good for things. You should not be, if you're serious and you have work at 8 a.m., you don't need someone who at 3 a.m. is calling you drunk with their friends. You're too good for it. Like if you are focused, and let's say you're like in fucking grad school or whatever you're doing, if you're focused on something and you have priorities and duties in your life, you don't need partners who are messy and who need stuff from you and who pull you out of your potential and who pull you out of all that you can do. So Venus and Capricorn has to learn that you need people that make you better. You know, who it's like they better meet you or beat you. And you like it even when they beat you. You like it even when they're more successful, or when they're a little ahead, because it gives you a competitive feeling. You like a little competition. You like a little feeling like, damn, like they're here, so all right, I'm gonna get where I'm going next. Like you like that. It can be healthy competition between you and partners and stuff. And also just, you know, you have values that are very traditional. Like some things you feel like it's just the right way, and it needs to be the right way. And sometimes you guys can come off a little judgmental, but it's in good nature, because you don't want to be deceived. Like Venus and Capricorn sometimes can be deceived because it is in their nature to help out if they can. And it's in their nature to give. And it's in their nature to build and help stabilize things. And they kind of have the blueprint for life. And it's kind of in their nature to be stable. And like sometimes they're not though. Sometimes they're very chaotic and they're going into relationship and they're trying to find stability through the relationship, and that's when it gets so out of control, because then they just start to lose themselves, and then they fail at things. They can get fired, they lose money. Like sometimes Venus and Capricorn will like want to spend money on love and do all this stuff, and then you have lost grip. You lost the grip. And that's the thing. Venus and Capricorn wants that grip. So this is also why they want a partner who, in a sense, listens to them. And not in a way that you're controlling them, but in a way to where you know they can be trusted. And this is why the grip is it's healthy in its own right. If you guys have that understanding that like the Venus and Capricorn wants to feel like they have a little sense of authority in the relationship, and you need someone who y'all have a healthy connection, so that is okay to be established. But sometimes Venus Capricorn just wants that with everybody, and then you run into people who will challenge you hard and will try to knock you down and be like, no. You know, you can attract a lot of no's in your life. Venus and Capricorn can attract no's because you kind of sometimes expect it. Like sometimes you expect disappointment, and sometimes you expect things to not work. But the thing is, when a Venus and Capricorn is in love, and when they feel like this is a person, like this person is focused, and this person is, you know, takes care of themselves, this person is not a baby. Because Venus and Capricorn kind of wants to be the baby. Like they put up this show, like they'll put up this show like they're not a baby, but they're a baby. They are a baby, and they want someone who can take care of themselves, so then y'all both can be focused and serious, but you can be babies together. But they don't want you to be a true baby more than them, because then they can't be a baby, if that makes sense. So it needs to be adult. There needs to be an adult quality. Venus and Capricorns have to learn how to become adults without being bitter, because they're not synonymous. Like, you just to be an adult doesn't mean you're cranky and pessimistic. You know, I feel like Venus Capricorn, as they age and as the relationships grow with time, the relationship gets better. Things get better with time for you. Your relationship gets better in time, you know, and you guys really believe in that and putting in the time. You put in the time. I've been working on it, putting in overtime. Like, that's Venus Capricorn. and you guys are, I love Venus. I'm a Capricorn ascendant, so that's my first house. I'm very familiar with that. Love should be like a contract. Love is business. It is business, and it's personal business, and it needs to be equal, and it needs to be fair, and two people need to be serious, and they need to be adults, and they need to have compassion, and they also need boundaries. And Venus Capricorn understands all of this, you know, but they also want someone who has things going for them. Like, they don't want to be with someone that just, like, sometimes they will get with people like that because they haven't realized what they're worth. Like, Venus and Capricorn can really suffer for a long time with insecurities and not having self-worth. But they build it and they develop it through those harsh heartbreaks and through those hard realizations that they did deserve better than that. You know what I mean? So Venus and Capricorn deserve someone who is devoted to you. Like, you want someone who is devoted, and not only to you, but to themselves and to the relationship. And it's timeless. You know, Saturn rules time, Saturn rules Capricorn, and there is that element of you want a love that's timeless, that can go through trials, and that can, it's like it's like cheers to the test of time. You know, that, like, that's Venus Capricorn. Like, is it gonna make it or not? And you guys are willing to try, but it may take you time to get there, because sometimes you guys will spend time being very hard on yourself and not letting yourself love and not being open. And until you really realize that it's not that there's anything wrong with you, or it's not that love isn't going to happen for you. It's that you have to get serious enough to where you have better discernment of who you let in. And a lot of times your partners will be very protective over you. Like, they don't want anyone just around you because they know that people can leech. You'll attract partners who don't want you to be so hardworking and you're willing to do something for people. You're willing to, like, work on something for someone. So your partners could sometimes feel like you need to be more to yourself. That can sometimes be an issue with Venus Capricorns in their relationships, because they don't want you to overgive, because then that's when you feel like you've been robbed. You know, and Venus Capricorn in a lot of ways feels like they've been robbed sometimes in life. So you need someone with the whole bag, you know, like, you need someone with the bag, and then you also secure the bag. Y'all both will secure the bag. And that's love to Venus Capricorn. Venus Capricorn feels like, yes, we're going to live it up. Like, we're going to live it up, and we're going to invest together, and we're going to make this work. And this is something that, like, they have to see the potential. They have to see that it literally has a currency. It literally it's the test of time. Like, it's the test of time. So don't expect them to be all emotional, romantic. Like, these are people who, and just out Venus Capricorn, or Capricorn energy in general, like, they're not just going to be all lovey-dovey. Like, they're not just going to be all, like, this can be when they're younger, but they could really have interest in you, and you may not see it at first. Like, you may not be sure at first, because it takes them time to be comfortable enough to show you vulnerability, because they're not that comfortable with vulnerability. You know, it's kind of like having Saturn aspect to your Venus. It's vulnerability feels very threatening, and it feels like it's not safe. So you have to give them time, and you have to show that you're going to stand the test of time if you really want them. So they're definitely worth it. Like, a Venus and Capricorn is worth it, and they can literally draw the blueprint for y'all's lives, and they can literally map it out, and you like Venus and Capricorn can come together with someone and y'all make a dream come true, you know. And you like Venus and Capricorn has a dream for love, and it's gonna take time and effort and energy to get there. So you know that you have to build towards that. So it's just a matter of who are you gonna build with, you know. And then you have to give yourself, you have to loosen up, you have to develop trust, and you have to develop the sensuality. You know, it can't always be strict, it can't always be firm. Sometimes it has to just be. And you guys know that though, because when you really love people like your family, your close friends, you're very relaxed. Like Venus and Capricorn, you know they're really in love when they can really be relaxed with you, and when they can really just like be at ease with you. That is trust for them. That's love for them, to relax and not worry about everything going on, and they can just be in the moment with you. That is a gift. If a Venus and Capricorn is just in the moment with you and relaxed and listening to you and holding space for you, that's love for them, because they have a lot of other things they could be doing. Trust me. They have a lot of things on their plate that they could be doing. So if they're really relaxed with you and in the moment with you, that's valuable. That's valuable for them, and that is their investing. So, you know, it's an investment. Love is an investment. And I love y'all. Y'all are very, very attractive, and you have strong characteristics. You know, you stand out in a subtle way, but you still stand out, and you have this sort of like this like wolf quality to, like you're a wolf, you know. Like Venus Capricorns are wolves, and they stand out, you know. And if you throw them, it's like the quote, throw me to the wolves, I'll come back leading the pack. That's Venus and Capricorn. You know, they can be very loners for a while, but they do crave love and intimacy and the ability to just be vulnerable and chill and feel safe. So they want that foundation for sure. And if they feel like there's a diamond, if they see a diamond in someone, they want to polish it. You know, they want to work on it, and they want it to reach its maximum potential so that y'all can like shoot for the stars and, you know, be on the top of the mountain and look out at the world together. They don't want to get to the mountain and stand there alone. They don't want to get to the top to feel lonely. They want to get to the top and have that person with them there to look out and have that. That's what they want. So this was my Venus and Capricorn. So thank you for watching this. If you like it, you can thumbs up and subscribe. I'm going to be doing like series videos every month. And I'm sending you all my love. So thank you, Venus Cap, for watching. Now we're going to go into Venus Aquarius. And as always, for the lovers.